It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I shall gladly change. I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's own self-deception and ignorance. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be emerald and keep my color. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. If any man despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. Don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you do not, the sun will soon set, and you with it. Receive without conceit. Release without struggle. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose yourself. Respect. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. For it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. What we do now echoes in eternity. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. You are a little soul carrying about a corpse, as Epictetus used to say. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. Here is a rule to remember in future. When anything tempts you to feel bitter, not this is misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Live a good life. If there are gods and they are just, then they will not care how devout you have been, but will welcome you based on the virtues you have lived by. If there are gods but unjust, then you should not want to worship them. If there are no gods, then you will be gone, but will have